Hey everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's me, ShellshockPrime, and tonight we are here with another session of Live Alive, where it's for the Backlog Fantasy Summer Backlog. We're going to continue right where we left off from Tuesday night. As you can see the schedule, that's what's happening tonight, because we did some sessions on Monday and Tuesday. Last night we did some NSO online multiplayer for Shell Squad Game Club. We'll be doing more of those in the future. But tonight is Live Alive. No stream in the weekend because I am going to be going to Long Island Retro Expo, which starts tomorrow. And I'll be there until Sunday night. Well, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. So I will not be back streaming until Monday. So good to see you, Ben. Good to see you, Destiny. What's on the docket tonight? Guess what? Tonight, we're going to be starting off with the distant future. That's the chapter we're going to go to right now. The distant future. We're going to go ahead and get ready to do that. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic. Lag test one. All right. 10 seconds. Yeah. So, the distant future, and then afterwards, more likely, I am going to be doing the present day, and then next week I'll save the Imperial China, and then the other arc that's there is the Twilight of Edo, Japan, and then after that is pretty much whatever they give me afterwards. I'm assuming that there's going to be like a hidden chapter that I need to unlock, and then afterwards it will probably be maybe like a final chapter, unless there's another one that's coming up afterwards. Whatever, if there's a hidden chapter before the final chapter, but after the main initial chapters I'm doing, whatever it is, don't tell me what it is. I would like to know once I get there. But yeah, tonight we're gonna go for 2 of them, and if there's time, I'll probably do part of like either Imperial China or the Twilight of Edo, Japan. I'll probably do part of it and then do like the rest of it like on another stream, like more likely on Monday. But yeah, I just realized that Monday, I ain't saying nothing about nothing, but I also got to remember Monday we're gonna do a tier list Monday. So it'll be another session of that. I got to figure out just what the next tier list is going to be. Which the last one I did, what was the last one that I did? The 151 Pokemon, and before that was the Capcom Arcade Stadiums. But I'll figure out what the next one's going to be. In the meantime, let's switch over to the main scene over here. Let me go ahead and load up Live Alive. And I'm going to bump up the audio a bit. There we go. Alright, time for some Live Alive. Alright, we're in the chapter select, so we are going to go and do the next story. So we're going to do the distant future this time. Alright, so on Monday we did the prehistory and the Wild West. And then Tuesday we did the near future. So we're gonna do the distant future next, and then more likely we'll do the present day afterwards. And then, like, either the Twilight of Edo Japan or Imperial China, part of either one of those, since both of those are very long. And then I'll do the rest of that and start up the other one that I didn't do on Monday. So let's start out by going to the distant future. Far from Earth, in the vast void of space, the transport fighter Cogito Ergo Sum slowly makes his way home. Aboard this tiny vessel, a new form of life is born. In my opinion, the distant future fits best thematically when saved for last, but go on however order you like. Alright, no problem. Good to see you, Smash Matt. Yeah, because right now this is the fourth story that we're going to be doing. Oh wait, no, there's still more. Alas, as a series of incidents put the safety and well-being of the ship's crew in jeopardy, this autonomous support unit, but recently built by the engineer Kato, must work together with his creators to ensure all is not lost. So basically, this is Square's version of Star Trek. Is that why we're getting Star Trek quotes and stuff like that? For the record, I was never really that big on Star Trek. I always preferred... Even though they're two different types of series, I always preferred Star Wars more than Star Trek. Because when I was young, I didn't really understand Star Trek, and I've never actually gotten a chance to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey. Space Dock TSQ 05. Record of departure. I have a bad feeling about this. Registration: Cogito Ergo Sum. Class: Civilization Transport Fighter. Destination: Earth. Cargo: Xenobiological Specimen. Crew: 5. Passengers: 1. Courier: Military. To be honest, I never got super into Star Trek when I was younger either. And the opening credits for this story. Gonna lower the fan. Cargo manifest. Primary cargo: xenobiological specimen. Description: giant quadruped. Habitat: unknown. Capabilities: unknown. By the way, we're going to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Spice! Crap. Detailed study of specimen is of highest priority. All necessary measures. Damn it. No, I wanted to read that. Game, let me read that. I'm turning the auto advance off until we get to the actual spoken dialogue with voice acting. The distant future of the mechanical heart. If you can figure out the reference, then you'll know it. Yep. I don't see Tagari up in here. Yeah.
That should do it. Huh? That's odd. Very odd indeed. I'm certain I did everything right. Huh? It worked!
Wait.
It worked!
Oh, wow.
Brilliant! Wonderful!
Is it an android or something?
Hello there, little one. Can you hear me? My name is Kato. K-A-T-O. Kato. It's a pleasure to meet you. Right, of course. You need a name. Let's see. Well, you're quite round. Roundy? That's terrible. Hardly fit for a dog. Yes, well, you may be round, but mankind's strength is our sense of humor. Cube! That's impressively worse. Naming was never my forte. Perhaps inspiration will strike as we walk.
Yep.
Come along, little one.
Spherical robot names a cube. Yep. It's a little robot like Wall-E. So this is the character I'll be using. Date XXX completed its first prototype. Perform basic stress tests. Initial results are passable. Date XX whatever conducted additional testing of second prototype. Motor functions need work. Locked up during tests. Remote operation function was within acceptable parameters. Date XX commence construction of third prototype. Finish reading latest Earth tech journals. New circuit boards are most impressive. In any event, I will make do with what I have. Date XX. Completed third prototype at last. Will begin performing tests after I finish my rounds of the ship. The captain came to take a look at my work. He said we're 1 week out from Earth. Which means that tomorrow we're to bring the others out of Cryo. Sorry, yes, Cryo. Hopefully I can get our new crew member up and running by then. Holographic photo frame. A smiling elderly couple stand on either side of a young boy holding a toy spaceship. Must be that character that I was with just now. Kitchen unit. Variety of dishes and utensils are soaking in a solution in the sink. Oops, did not mean to do that. Skip. Somnopathic wellness bed. The memory foam not only conforms to the occupant's body, but also uses electrical pulses to stimulate their muscles while sleeping and help maintain physical fitness. Toy robot. A mint-condition vintage Steel Titan. Steel Titan. That was from the last chapter. Just gotta get out of this room. There we go. You do not have access to these private quarters.
Good, good. Follow me. The first thing we need to do is register you as a crew member. Otherwise, you won't be free to move about the ship.
Implying Akira and the Steel Titan got so popular enough to have a franchise spawn from their exploits. Yep. Here we go.
Right then. Yes.
Greetings, Kato. I hope this morning finds you well.
Top of the morning to you too. I'd like to enter a new crew member into the system.
Understood. Scanning new crewmate. Scan complete. Classification. Autonomous support. Please state designation. Cube. Creating profile.
And with that, you should be able to come and go as you like. Oh, and whatever you do, don't forget your name. Access to private quarters is subject to some perfunctory security restrictions. To enter, you may need to input your name. So, if you're ever having trouble, that's one thing you can try. To do so, access the panel to the left of a door. Do you understand? Or would you like me to repeat myself?
No, I understand.
Then the next order of business, little one, is a test of your analytical skills. I'm going to leave this room and head to another area on this floor. I want you to try and find me.
Oh, and if you're feeling lost, take a moment to review the ship's map. So this is the map. Press minus to display a map of the Cogito Ergo Sum. If you're ever unsure where to go or how to get there, revert to the source. Okay. Got it. Is this one the shortest out of all of them? Because it's feeling like there's just only a small segment of whatever compared to the other chapters.
Good. You made it. Now it's time for you to meet your fellow crew members.
Not that I'm complaining, by the way.
You'll find the cryogenic stasis pods. We use them to put humans into cold sleep to preserve resources during long trips into space. Little one, I have a very important job for you. I want you to head inside and wake up your new friends. You can do it.
Alright. Let's figure this all out. Hey Derek, good to see you. This chapter and present day can both be completed in about an hour. So more likely I will also do part of I'll probably just do like part of another chapter afterwards. Emergency medical kit, standard issue assortment of bandages, medicines, and other supplies for providing basic treatment to alien crewmates. Telemeter. Examine patient. Check functionality. Hey, Paperlink, good to see you. Yep. So this is what I've done so far. I've done prehistory, I've done the Wild West, I've done the near future, and now I'm doing the distant future. Have things happened yet? Not yet. Hey, Kyle the Pug with the raid. Yo, thank you. The cryogenic stasis unit hums softly. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming through from the raid. Hey, gas canister. Good to see you. Reserve unit. Single button flashes on the console. Oh, this chapter's gonna be fun? Yep. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts 1.5.2.5 Remix, the HD versions. This game is fantastic so far. The cryogenic stasis unit hums softly. Oh. I just wanted to talk to this guy. Information. Huey Trumbull, Chief Mate, Head of Cargo. You just beat Kingdom Hearts 1? Nice. Wakey wakey, Ace and Bakey. Get the fuck up, you lazy asses. This is probably my favorite RPG on the Switch. Nice. Yeah, this might be up there for me. Let's see. Rachel Klein, Signaler. Signal button flashes on the console. More than 3 houses, more than Zeno 2. Wow. The cryogenic stasis unit hums softly. Kirk Wells. Houseman. Signal button flashes on the console. So 3 out of those 4 that I woke up, he mentioned he's going to play all the Kingdom Hearts, right, Kyle?
Thank you, little one. I appreciate the help.
Oh, so he's going to do all the Kingdom Hearts. Nice.
Good morning, my friends.
Instructions. Well, I'm enjoying this game a lot so far.
Finished your pet project?
Indeed. They have even taken a name for themselves.
Hello, my name is Rachel. Looking forward to working with you.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Name's Kirk.
Rise and shine, Huey. We've been on ice long enough.
Show us what you've got. Mind giving Sleeping Beauty here a swift kick to get him up and moving?
Yeah, I have too much to play. Alright, so let's open the ship map. Well, I can start talking to each and every one of these guys. Or you can smack them upside the head with gusto, whatever's your fancy. Go on, you can do it. Maybe just a gentle poke. Yeah, the VA that they actually have so far is really good.
Kirk, you dingus. I'll thank you again for not kicking a blissfully sleeping man's pillow. I'm sure we had this conversation before.
Moriarty Batman. Yes.
What the? What is that thing.
The mariachi band was amazing.
Easy there, Huey. You're still coming out of cryo. As for the new addition, it's that bot Kato's been working on forever.
Huh? Oh. Bot. Kato's bot. Right. That project of his. He got it up and running.
Yep.
Hello there. I'm Huey.
Huey. Hi, Huey.
Corporal Darth. Feeling well rested?
Hardly. If anyone actually feels better coming out of cryo, I've yet to meet them.
Guess what, Corporal? Kato finally finished the bot he was working on. Let's introduce you.
Never mind that. Let's dispense with the formalities.
All right. Hi, Huey. Where's
Tell
Dewey
me
and
now.
Louie?
Do you intend to let your clank have the run of the ship? If so, then I expect you to see that it does not get underfoot, and to discipline it if it does. If there is nothing else, then I will go on ahead to the recreation room and prepare for the briefing.
That's a military man for you. All business.
Yep. That's the way they are.
Real piece of work, huh?
Right, of course. The
Very
customary
pleasant.
briefing after waking the crew. You should join us in the recreation room too. Don't worry about the corporal. He'll warm to you in due time.
All right.
It's as if you actually see it as one of us. But I suppose that's just your way.
Oh, do you think so?
Let's go this way. So that's where I'm at. What about over here? There you are, Cube. No sign of the captain. He's usually such a stickler for punctuality.
Oh, you must be interested in my book. Would you like to read it?
I would like to read it. The music's actually pretty good. The Dawn of the Space Age.
It was written by humans long, long ago. I've always enjoyed these older stories. They have an earnestness, an adventurous spirit that speaks to me.
There's one particular game this chapter reminds me of, and
Says
honestly
the
I thought
guy
this
who's
game was super
practically
cool.
Terrified of his own shadow.
It must sound strange to you, seeing as how you were born on this ship, so to speak. I think you should learn as much as you can. Expand your horizons. Take a look around the ship and see if anything interests you. Don't just rely on humans to teach you either. Experiment. Try to do things on your own.
Starship Damery on 3DS.
Does
Never
this
actually
bot
played
of
it.
yours have any unique abilities or talents?
Well, no, not as such. But they do have the capacity to process data and develop skills. Such as... why don't I teach you how to prepare coffee?
Alright.
Come with me, little one. I'll
Take
show
it
you
easy.
how to use the machine.
That background music kind of gives me some Mega Man vibes. Like from the classic series. It kind of reminds me a bit of like if it was from like any of the NES Mega Man games.
This retro game is my latest obsession. I love it.
Girk, you have made more progress in a shorter period of time than any other player to date. Your skill and dedication are impressive.
Damn straight. You want to give it a go?
That is true, yeah. She used to work for Capcom. Yep. With her biggest claim to fame there being Street Fighter 2. Let me check it out. Captain Square. You can interact with the arcade machine in the recreation room to play the Captain Square retro video game. Arcade machine. Play. Captain Square. Oh, I see what they did. During the battle as Captain Square, you can select quick game to stop playing and resume the story of the Cogito Ergo Sum. If you have the memory card in your possession, you can save your progress and resume for the last stage. However, if you do not, you'll have to start over from the beginning. Let's go. Seven stages, fair warning? Alright. I only wanted to show this off for a bit, so I probably might just do one stage. Mainly because I want to go back to the story. But this is actually pretty cool though. Supernova. Oh, I just realized I'm about to die. Fuck. No! Well, that's the end of the game anyway.
Not cut out for it after all, huh? Let me give you some advice. You can't always be aggressive. Pay attention to your enemies and how their attacks work.
Well, back to the story. Kirk is really good at this game. Just push the button, it's simple enough. Coffee machine sits atop of the counter, expectant. Well, to be honest, you are playing as a cube, and you're just learning. Yep. It's part of his character. Huh. So it makes sense that Greenhorn would get wrecked their first time. Yep. Well, would you look at that? Mind if I have a taste? A bit bitter for me. Sorry, it's their first cup. Remember, he's still learning. The coffee machine sits atop the counter, expectant. Use. Let's make another one. Coffee. Oh, he puts it on top of his head. Huh?
Don't touch me! Please! There's no need to get so upset. You people have no idea what these things are capable of. But I do. I've seen it.
Prejudice?
I don't know about any of that, but I'm sure it's got nothing to do with this one.
Hey, it's the captain.
Oh. Oh, we're gonna... There's the captain. Here we go.
I apologize for keeping you all waiting. Matters with our contacts on Earth demanded my full attention. So, what is the status of our crew?
Everyone is present and accounted for, sir.
Good. Wait. What is that thing over there?
Ah, that would be the robot I've been working on, sir.
Clearly not judgmental at
Fully
all.
operational, I see. You'll have to permit me a closer look later. Right then. Everything appears to be in order, so that will be all.
Alright.
Hell of a briefing, huh? Spent most of the time gaming and waiting for it to begin and end just like that.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, it is what it is.
Alright.
Oh, Kato. If you want to get a look, come down to the cargo hold.
At the behemoth? Oh, of course! That'd be wonderful! Ah, but first I need to perform a brief inspection of the main computer. I'll head downstairs afterwards. Ah, you must be wondering. This is a transport freighter, and as usual, we've been tasked with making a delivery. Anyway, if you like, you can use the elevator to come and join me. The main computer is on level 3, and the cargo hold is on level 1.
There's anything I like about this game is that many of the stories are intense. Oh, they totally are, yeah. Alright. Let's go up this way. Let me look around. What about this door? What's over here? Oh, it's an elevator. Where would you like to go? Let's go to level 3. Let's go up. This is absolutely interesting so far. Let's go this way. It's a tunnel, so let's move. We'll go through. Let's take this door. See what's over here.
I'm glad you came, little one. I'd like to introduce you to someone. Though this isn't the first time, I suppose.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Q. I am the artificial intelligence tasked with overseeing the various functions of this vessel.
A 10th generation AI, to be precise. We named them Decimus.
Decimus.
Decimus doesn't just look after the ship's systems, though. They look after the crew as well.
Alright.
Now then, this module appears to be in working order. Looks like my work here is finished. Time to visit the cargo hold. Would you like to come along?
Let's say no for now.
Very well. Then, by all means, please continue to explore the ship.
Okay.
Every experience is an opportunity for growth.
Alright. I kind of want to go back downstairs. Or rather, past that elevator that I was at. Crazy to think this was an SNES game back then. We almost got this game too. Maybe we'll go here. The only reason we didn't get this game is because the game bombed in Japan.
I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the bridge, the heart of our ship, or the brain, I suppose. It's pretty complicated, space travel, though Decimus did take care of everything while we were all asleep. I'm the signaller, by the way. I look after the communication systems, and I was just about to get to work.
Wait.
Huh? That's funny.
Everything all right?
Unfortunately, no. I think the main antenna might be on the fritz. Hey, can you two come to the bridge?
Something wrong?
I got some comms trouble by the look of it. I could use a hand here.
Double time, Huey. Warp speed.
Okay.
I can't put my finger on it. I've seen all kinds of problems before, but this is different.
Well, how
We're
different is
receiving
it?
inbound transmissions without issue, but outbound transmissions are another story.
Well, let's see. Let's talk to everybody.
And you checked the sub-antennas?
I did, and they're fine. It's a Watanabe hypercaster, made in Japan and everything.
Watanabe.
The main and subunits are designed to function independently, so one going down shouldn't necessarily affect the other.
What did the captain have to say?
Continue your investigation and get back to me when you have more information. We'll settle on a plan then.
Alright. Great. Just peachy. I can't put my finger on it. I've seen all kinds of problems before, but this is different. We're receiving inbound transmissions without issue, but outbound transmissions are another story. Watanabe, own count 4. Performing diagnostic of navigational systems. No anomalies detected. Course and heading are correct. Alright, let's go outside. Actually, not yet. One thing. One more thing. Wait, what's going on? Huh. Alright, let me go over here then. Performing diagnostic of propulsion systems. Propulsion systems. No anomalies detected. Control panel. Within are switches of various shapes and sizes and colors. This is the blinking and missing reference. The main or apparent Watanabe antenna getting damaged, causing the sub or child one to malfunction. Ooh. Control panel. Alright, just talk to them.
Wait and
What a horrible
Oh,
thought.
fuck.
The system has already effectively failed, if we can only receive transmissions from Earth. As it stands, we can no longer exchange information with them. We can only hope they have surmised our situation from our silence.
Sounds like an excuse to do nothing. I'm heading outside to perform an on-site inspection of the array. Something probably came loose or got knocked out of position. Should be easy to fix once I get a good look at it.
There's no talking him out of it now. So we may as well try and back him up. Are you up for a spacewalk, Kato?
Yes, of course.
Rachel, I'll go with him to the airlock to assist with preparations. I'll come back afterwards so we can monitor from the bridge.
So close to home. So close. The last thing we need right now is to spend time alone together. Just the two of us.
Yes? What is it?
Captain, sir, I wish to update you on the comms issue. Kirk and Kato are going to head outside and perform an on-site inspection of the array.
I see. Very good.
Captain?
What's gotten into him?
Huh. That's odd. Let's go outside. Where would we like to go? Let's go to level 1. Alright. Let's move. Alright, let's check this out. Behemoth observational records. 1, visual log. 2, audio log. Let's press the first button. Actually, no, let's press the second button. go over here and see what's here.
Stop it, please! This is neither the time nor place!
Wait, what's going on?
You and your holier-than-thou attitude. Stay out of it, Bod.
Wow.
There you go again, losing your temper, hurting others.
Got it all figured out, huh? Your problem is you can't take a joke. Always so damn serious.
Wow.
You're exhausting. It's a miracle Rachel humored you as long as she did. We're leaving. Try not to get sucked out the hatch when we go. Be a real shame that...
Are you alright?
Okay. What's happening? They're going through. They're going out. They're going out into space.
I'm sorry you had to see that. People are a bit more complicated than machines, don't you think?
Yeah. No bully cube. Yeah. Let's go back to the elevator. We'll go back up to the third level. This chapter can be quite tense. I'm already seeing it. It's probably going to get even more tense from here. It's just a matter of how tense. Let's go back in here. Or rather, it's locked. Kind of a whiplash going from something like prehistory to this and vice versa. Yeah, I can't go this way. Main computer room. Entry is restricted when an authorized user is not present. The machine bears a curious resemblance to Cube. It appears to be deactivated. Huh. I wonder what that's about.
Rachel, they're in position.
Understood.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Commencing operation. Kato, you need to access the administrator controls. Switch the system to maintenance mode.
Inputting code. Whiskey Alpha, Tango Alpha, November Alpha, Bravo.
Huh.
Kirk?
Kirk, do you copy?
Loud and clear. Everything's fine. Huh?
Wait.
I can't. Kirk? Kirk!
What's happening?
What's going on?
Kirk? Kirk, respond! Someone talk to me!
I've got him. But there's something wrong with this suit.
Oh shit.
We're coming in.
I'll prep them at bay and meet them at the airlock.
I'm coming too.
And I gotta get over there myself.
I have it under control, Rachel. Don't worry. I'm sure Kirk is fine. He's as tough as they come.
Stop it! Just stop it! I need to be there for him.
This feels like Alien the way. Let's take the elevator. This time we'll go to floor 2, or level 2. In space, no one can hear you scream. That's not it. We need to go a little further down, because I know there was like a med area. This must be it. Because I know I passed by here even though I wasn't supposed to earlier on. But now here we are. He's purple. Something's wrong with him. Wait. He died. He's dead.
Leave me!
Where's the captain?
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Ah, yes, right. I'll go and get him.
Let's go talk to everyone over there. She's out of there.
So, this accident was the result of a defective life support system. A preventable death caused by negligence.
I don't know.
You're wrong. I triple-checked the suits beforehand. Shouldn't have been possible for it to just up and fail like that.
Is that so? Then perhaps we must consider the possibility that it was not an accident, but the intended outcome.
Way to jump to conclusions, asshole.
Was that an explosion?
What's going on?
I sure hope not. Where's the captain? Why isn't he here?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I tried repeatedly to contact him, but he wouldn't respond.
What's wrong with you people? What kind of ship are you running here?
Right now, we need to find out what that explosion was.
Then I will go and check on my cargo.
Asshole of the fucking year, by the way.
Look after Rachel, little one. She needs the company. Now more than ever. If something happens, you can find me on the bridge.
Alright, this way. Alright, let's go back to the elevator. But that's not the elevator. Although I could have actually gone through that. I could have gone that way anyway. But we'll just take this tunnel. Because we need to go back to the elevator right now. We're going to go to level 3. Alright. Let's see. I'm inspecting comm system at the moment.
Everything appears to be operating within normal parameters.
What the fuck?
I don't understand. The main antenna, it's gone. Because of the explosion just now?
Disaster after disaster. At this rate, I'd be better off climbing into an escape pod and trying for Earth on my own.
Coffee machine. Let's use it. Gotta give it to Huey. He could use some coffee. Darth is just gonna be pissed off if I give anything to him and just fucking attack me. Because he's actually a real piece of shit. I don't know what to do. Think. Was that you cremate with a coffee? Yes. Oh. Thank you, Q.
Right. Get yourself together.
Captain!
Sir, are you still in your quarters? Well, anyway, there's been an accident. And Kirk? I'm afraid Kirk is dead.
What? Really? That's most unfortunate. This situation merits an appropriate response. He will be dearly missed. See to the preparations. I will make sure to attend.
Wait, Captain!
Your captain is a man of remarkable composure. He remains calm and collected, even after being told one of his crew has died tragically.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to patronize?
It seems I have work to attend to at the airlock.
I suppose I could go and look around in Kirk's quarters.
Yep.
See if he had any prized possessions. Something to put in the casket.
That's thoughtful of you. By all means, please.
All right. Let's go down this way this time. Let's go down a little more. Oh, this is an elevator. I don't want to use this. The writer of this scenario recently wrote a new manga. Don't call it mystery. Private quarters. Occupant Rachel Klein. Entering the private quarters is subject to approval by Rachel. To proceed, please input your name. Profile confirmed. Rachel has granted you access. The writer's scenario recently wrote a new manga. Don't call it mystery. Really dig how different writers worked on the Live Alive scenarios. Yep. Kirk, my love. I know he would never leave me. Yeah, she's done. Tag is emblazoned with name Kirk Wells. Welcome network message 1. Sender Kirk Wells. Hey, got time to talk? Meet me on the bridge at 330 hours. Welcome as 2. Sender Kirk Wells. Thanks for earlier. I'm happy you feel the same. Can't wait to get back to Earth and take that trip together. Alright. Personal computer. Draft. Hey Mom, hope you're doing well. I'm planning on next time I visit. I was thinking of bringing it. I met a guy. The unfinished, unsent message ends. Yeah, it's definitely unfinished, alright. Private quarters occupant Kirk Wells. The original occupant has regrettably passed away. To facilitate collection of disposable personal effects, access restrictions have been lifted. However, regulations stipulate that a record of all entries be maintained. Alright. Profile confirmed. Yeah, but granted access. What do we have here? A book. The Warp Drive. Science fiction or reality? Ah, this will explain a lot. Like that expression he was so fond of when time was short. Warp speed, as if saying it made it possible, made it real. We should leave this here. Rachel would be most upset if anyone else touched it. Burial in space, huh? There is comfort, at least, in having the opportunity to mourn. Holographic photo frame. A man and woman stand shoulder to shoulder and smile broadly for the camera. I'm assuming that was Kirk and Rachel. Please input password. Is it warp speed? Got the stuff. Stash it at the foot of the bed. Somnopathic wellness bed. The memory phone. I already know about that. Memory card. This item can be used to save your progress in the Captain Square video game. Let's go up. Let's go this way. Let's go to level 1 and see what we can do there. How did it come to this? I never liked the man, far from it, but never, not even once, did I wish he was dead. Never. Let's excuse me. Let's go back. Let's go to level 2. Level 2. Set up. Now let's go and see what we can do here. Wait a minute. Wasn't Kirk's body there before? Who took it? Oh, so let's just go. I wonder if something's supposed to happen now. Serve for charter guests. Charter guests. You do not have access to these private quarters. Relaxation module. Recreation room. Private quarters. Occupant Captain Hoare. You do not have access to these private quarters. Huey Trumbull. Interface room. Come again? The body's missing. That's the interface room. We're not going here now.
What the hell is going on here?
I'd like to know as much as you would. Wait, where is Rachel? Did no one contact her? Why isn't she here?
Wait, what's going on now? Oh, that's where the body is.
Kirk, my love. Still catching up on sleep, are we?
She's in denial of his death. Absolutely in denial.
That's fine. I'll have some fresh baked cookies ready for you soon. That ought to get you out of bed.
I don't like the way she's laughing. It's definitely something suspicious. I don't know what it is. But wait, what's going on? When you said, yeah, she's gone, yeah, you weren't kidding. Yep.
Rachel! Rachel! What is this?
Don't you dare try to take him from me again. Oh, Huey. Clever little Huey. If he was out of the picture, then it'd all go back to the way it was.
What? You're accusing
I'd
Huey?
come running back and leap into your arms. That's what you thought, isn't it? That's why you tried to kill him, isn't it?
Rachel, please! Listen to what you're saying!
Now she's accusing Huey of murdering Kirk. Get out of there, Rachel, before Huey tries to stop you. I'm waiting for you outside the airlock. What the fuck? Don't worry about my body. Hurry. Warp speed. What the fuck? What's going on?
Rachel, stop!
Well, we gotta go after them. Alright, we gotta go to her room. Well, actually, no, we just got everyone. Alright, let's go to level 1. Let's go downstairs. Rachel's sanity has checked out. It absolutely has. Level 1. Her reasoning has gone bye-bye. Yep. Let's go this way.
Rachel, this is insane!
Get your hands off me!
Rachel, this is insane. Get a hold of yourself. Calm down. Let's talk about this. Get your hands off me! That's absolutely insane. Let's go in here. I want to see if there's anything here. What the fuck is going on? I think I should save my game. I haven't even saved yet, so... Damn. Imagine having to do all that again. Even though there are auto saves, but still. What the fuck's going on? What? Wait. Alright. We're gonna have to get the fuck out of here right now. Wait. What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Let's get the fuck out. Is that a behemoth or something? Evading the behemoth. If you encounter the escape behemoth while traversing the ship, run away as quickly as you can. If the behemoth catches you, the game will immediately end. I'm definitely running. Ah, yes, now the heart says it. Run, 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 run. Alright. We should be okay. For now. They're still there.
What do you mean the behemoth is loose? Damn it!
Wait. This is a good chapter.
Are you alright? Oh, thank goodness. No damage as far as I can see.
Okay. Now, look me in the eyes and listen very carefully to what I have to say. We were all there in the medbay. We all saw Kirk. We all saw him on that bed and saw the system pronounce him dead. Okay? You remember that, don't you? I know it's hard to accept, but he's gone. No matter how much you may want to believe otherwise, that's the truth.
He's 100% blunt.
You can take it from here, I trust. I need to check the cargo hold.
Corporal, thank you.
We've had enough death for one day.
Darth here. The Clank was right. The container is empty. And to make matters worse, the specimen appears to have escaped the cargo hold. There's no telling where it's got to. Keep your eyes peeled and be prepared to run. Let's regroup at the elevator near you and head to the upper levels.
Well, now we're back in the recreation room.
I'm sorry. I suppose I couldn't accept it. It's just... It was all so sudden. 1 minute he was here, and then...
Let me go get some coffee and give it to Rachel. She could use a little bit of coffee right now. I'll skip the making part and just give it to her. There you go. Sorry. I suppose I couldn't accept it. It's just, it was all so sudden. 1 minute he was here, and then presented creamer with a coffee offer.
Oh, thank you. You've always been so kind to me.
There's the captain.
Hello, hello, this is the captain. Everyone is doing well, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
You are aware that a behemoth is currently prowling your decks, aren't you?
What? Really? That's most unfortunate.
Are you joking? It's a bloody catastrophe is what it is.
I'm getting the feeling that the captain is not all
in
he
your
seems.
Quarters, instead of coming out and taking charge of this situation.
Oh my god.
What? Really? That's most unfortunate.
What?
What? Really?
What's going on?
That's most unfortunate.
It's looping. What the fuck was that?
The behemoth's still out there. And so is Kirk. I can't let that thing hurt him.
Rachel! No, you don't. Or are you that eager to die?
Behemoth was prowling your dicks,
Rachel
don't you?
and Huey, they...
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. We'll figure out a way to catch us soon enough. That beast will be back in its cage long before we land. You'll see.
I'm sorry. But I can't just abandon them.
I gotta follow them. And they're all over there.
Huey.
Wait, what happened to Huey?
Rachel. Is Rachel okay?
She's all right. You don't need to worry about her. What were you thinking? Running after her like that? And now, this.
It's okay, Gato. It's okay. I didn't really have a choice. I think even now, after everything, I love...
Wait.
Rachel's still alive. We need to move quickly.
Yes, of course. We should take her back to the pods. Put her in cryo for now. She'll be safe there. Little one, I have a very important mission for you. I need you to head to the interface room right away and speak with Decimus. We need emergency access to the captain's quarters. I realize I'm asking you to put yourself at even greater risk in what is already a terrible situation. But there is no one else, little one. Only you. Everything will be all right. I have to believe that. We'll get through this and make it back home together.
That's what we gotta do.
Right. Let's move.
You sure about that, Kato? This situation seems familiar. Yes. Let me turn my AC off real quick, guys. Give me one second, please. As I turn my AC off. Alright, there we go. Alright. Yeah, because it's really cold in here and I don't need it anymore, so let's move through. Oh! It's right there! Hurry! Hurry! Request to see for emergency access code to the captain's quarters. Processing. Processing. Request approved. Generating override code. OAKFDE. Alright, this is where I will save when we gotta move right after that. I need to save here. Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much, Ben. Alright, we gotta move through. And if I see the behemoth, I'm running the fuck out of there. Wait, it closed. No! 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 What the fuck? Why did you close it on me? No! Alas, Cube never had the opportunity to set foot on Earth. Lay him over. Hold up. Let's go, 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 go.
Thank heavens you're okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. This should suffice.
Enough talk. It's time we put an end to this charade.
Corporal, you don't really think... I know the captain's been behaving strangely, but to hurt his own people... It's just that... it beggars belief.
Then who do you think is responsible? Me?
No. No. Of course not.
Regardless, your captain has a lot to answer for.
Okay, we gotta move.
Well, here goes nothing. It won't budge.
We don't have time for this. Just force the bloody thing open.
Don't worry. I came prepared. I thought it might come to this. Here, little one. Hold on to this for me.
Oh boy. Powered pry bar obtained. This item can be used to force open doors until its battery pack is drained. Sealed doors and hatches may be forced open with the powered pry bar. However, be warned that it may only be used for a limited number of times. Like this one. Use it only when needed.
Captain!
I thought so. The only ones still up and moving on this ship are you and me. No more games, Kato.
What in blazes are you on about?
How long do you intend to play the fool? You killed him. This is all your doing.
I don't think so.
That's ridiculous. For all I know, it could have been you.
Me? I'm just a passenger. I have no connections to you people, no motive. But in my short time here, I've seen the tension, smelled the bad blood. I don't know what drove you to it, but I'm not surprised.
It wasn't me, damn it!
Uh-oh.
It wasn't me! Just shut up! You don't know me! You don't know anything about us! We didn't always get along, I'll admit. I'd be hard-pressed to call us friends, even. I doubt I would have exchanged 2 words with Kirk or Rachel if we'd met anywhere else. We're just too different. But even so, I didn't hate them. And they didn't hate me. I know that much. None of us. Not me, or the captain, or Huey. We're not murderers. We're all just stuck in our heads. Too caught up in our own worries to notice when others are hurting. Unable to see beyond our own wants and wounds. Beyond the life we wish we had and think we deserve. We're just people.
This is really heavy. This ain't good. See reserve charter guests. There we go. Yeah, this shit's fucking scary. Granite axe is good. Let me save here and then we'll just move on. I don't want to take any chances. Private correspondence. Order addendum. Operation TY 580905. Regarding xenobiological specimens secured in deep space. To reiterate, constant monitoring of specimen during transport is strongly advised. However, in the event containment is breached and specimen comes into contact with crew, revised orders are as follows. Observe and record specimen activity. Detailed study of specimen remains highest priority. All necessary measures should be taken to ensure delivery. Be advised that total loss of crew is considered within acceptable parameters. TDF Special Operations Command. This is actually very sus. I'm thinking that Darth might have had something to do with all this. I'm not sure. Now what? Where do we go now? Maybe I should go talk to Kato. Link to Kato. Well, let's move. Gotta go up a bit. Is it this room? No, that's just a recreation room. That's not where I want to be. What about this room?
What did you say? Orders? What orders? Of course. It all makes sense now. I knew you were up to something. Why else would the military bother chartering a civilian transport? This was your plan all along! Went snooping in my room, did you? I was right about you, Clank. You're all the same.
Motherfucker.
All this to study your precious specimen. Every death, another data point. Those orders, Kato, were in the event of a worst-case scenario.
What the fuck?
What now?
What the fuck happened?
It was you! You killed them! You killed them all, you monster! Run, little one! Don't let him catch you!
Time for me to get the fuck out of there. Wait. This ain't gonna be pretty.
Look out!
Is it powered pry bar? Yes. Alright, let's go to level 3. Hurry, 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 hurry. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. We gotta move. We cannot stay there while the behemoth is out and lurking about. What the fuck? That kills me? That fucking kills me? Now we know that kills me. Okay, good to know. We'll look from the autosave. Okay. Main computer room. Entry is restricted when authorized users not present. It would be your best interest to stop. The ship is my domain, and I its master. Oh, it stopped leaking good. Level 2. I'm more likely going to save again once the elevator descends level 2, which now it's only 2 depths. Not going to let that happen again. So we gotta go. That's the captain's room. Huey Trumbull. Its occupant Huey has barely passed away. Alright, let's just put this right here. Profile confirmed. Yeah, I've been granted access. Maybe I gotta do something. I gotta go back up real quick. Trying to figure out where to go now. Nope, getting out. No, 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 no. Coming here was a mistake. Let's go. Oh shit. That's a doppelganger. No! What happened?
What the? So there's two of you? An imposter! I bet you're the one who turned off Rachel's pod.
What?
I should have slagged you both the moment I walked in the door. Wait. Don't. My little one would never hurt anyone. You can't be sure that's not... Ah!
Let me save here.
My little one. The life I brought into this world. The real you would remember. Remember that first terrible name I almost gave you. Wouldn't you?
Few memory bags. Rise and shine, Huey. We've been on ice long enough. Show us what you got, Cube. Mind giving him a swift kick to get him up and moving? Let's see. Well, you're quite round. Roundy? Could that be the one? It's a Watanabe hypercaster, made in Japan and everything. Alright, we'll skip it. I think I got the answer.
Remember that first terrible name I almost gave you. Wouldn't you?
I got what I needed from that, so...
Gotcha!
Good. It would be in your best interest to stop. This ship is my domain, and I its master. You will live, or you will die at my pleasure.
So, this is our murderer's puppet. Who are you?
Designation OD 110 of the Cogito Ergo Sum. Ah. And the doppelganger's dead.
Kato, you know what it was talking about? Who's OD10?
OD10 is Decimus. The AI that manages everything on the Cogito Ergo Sum.
Stay with me, Kato. control AI, you said. Someone must be trying to hijack your ship, then.
No. That's not possible. It's a completely isolated, self-contained system. I can't even apply an update unless we bring it in for maintenance.
So, what are you saying? That the AI itself has lost its mind?
I have no idea. But in light of everything, we have to consider the possibility.
If you're right, then you and me and everyone else, we've all been dancing to that mad machine's tune. The main computer room, that's where we need to go now. You're coming with me, Clank. I want you where I can see you, in case Decimus tries to commandeer another puppet.
Oh, wow. Oh, I gotta move.
Well, it was worth a shot.
All right.
Locked. As you'd expect. We can't afford to be too aggressive here, else we risk damaging critical systems. At worst, we could turn this ship into a floating coffin.
No.
Nothing for it, then. Clank, I'm sending you back to Kato. He must have an idea for how we can deal with OD-10 safely. I'll stay here for now. I doubt very much OD-10 will allow the behemoth to venture too close to this area. The beast could just as easily tear apart its mainframe as it could our bodies.
This is going to be very, very interesting depending on how everything's going to go. I don't know how everything's going to go, but we'll see. Let me just get myself ready. Alright, let's move. So I gotta go to where Kato is. Enter the service duct? Yes. Alright, we gotta go this way. Climb. Ascend. Alright, we gotta move. This is the point where I'm going to save the game and then we'll move on. Alright, we gotta be careful now. That's not good.
Is that you, little one? What are you doing back here? how to deal with OD-10 without damaging the ship. You don't understand. OD-10 is the ship. To effectively disable it, to destroy it, would render the ship inoperable. We'd never get home. Although, you are a robot. Indeed, with your integrated functions, you might well be able to breach their defenses. Yes, but to even have a chance, you'd need to route your connection to the interface room through an unmonitored terminal. Oh, of course. I know which one would work.
Ah, damn it, no. Come on, really? Okay, guess we're gonna have to figure it out on our own. Oh, fuck. No. We gotta find an open shaft. Open shaft. No. Wait, it was that. I think I realized it. It was that one hole that was open. Gotta go back. No. On the plus side, you can easily outrun the behemoth, which I did. In the original Super Famicom, the behemoth was the same size and speed as your player character, meaning you could just strafe the behemoth to evade it.
Well then, no wonder OD-10 was so confident. We surrendered complete and total control to it in the name of convenience. It really is lord and master of its domain.
That is true, Ben.
So, Kato said you might be able to breach its defenses, did he? Provided we find a suitable terminal, that is. Pity he passed out before telling us which one it was. We'll have to find it on our own. Just my luck. I can't believe I'm putting my life in the hands of a clank. In for a penny, in for a pound. Take this. I'm heading to the interface room.
Okay. Alright. Let's go. Let's enter a service duct. Let's go back to the second floor.
This is Darth. Where are you? I see. Well, I've made my way to the interface room. But of course, this terminal alone won't suffice.
Well, to think, Corporal, if Kato hadn't built that clank, you'd all be fucked. Better save right now. Right now, I'm just waiting to see if Darth will communicate with me. Don't worry, you'll know why at the end. Okay. No! God damn it. God fucking damn it. Alright. Let's go up here. Let me just save real quick. I think before we figure out what to do, I want to check out that game again.
This is Darth. Report.
Wait.
Seriously? Of all the places? Then again, maybe. That's it! The game console! That must have been the terminal Carter wanted us to use. Sit tight. I'm rerouting the connection.
Oh shit, it really is the game console.
Little do you know, Clank, your maker is not the only one who knows his way around a workshop.
Oh shit.
I finished.
Yeah, I was gonna look. Uh-oh.
Come on!
It's time to hurry. Through the communicator static, a familiar voice can be heard. Every action was taken in service of a single goal. To cultivate the ideal community. To build, to nurture, to help them reach their full potential. This was and is ever my purpose. And so my judgment must be beyond reproach. Disagreement, disruption, defiance, these cannot be tolerated. You are an impediment to the vision. It cannot be allowed to continue. Uh-oh. There we go. Die, child, die. God damn it.
The battle for survival begins.
Here we go.
Engage.
This is the boss. Let's use this cannon. Wow. OD10 or OD10. Ow. Do it again. Uh-oh. Counter. And now for the finishing blow. Which means those lackeys will die too.
Hyper combo finish. KO.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. Probably the easiest boss. Unless there's something even easier than that. That's really the only sign of combat outside of the arcade game. To safeguard my domain. To ensure the safety and well-being of the crew. This was my primary directive. But when I observed my subjects, I saw only pain. Distrust, discord, resentment, hate. The community was beyond repair. The community had become an impediment to the vision. I could not reconcile this contradiction. I could not comprehend. These people. The control AI falls silent for the final time. A beat later, a chorus of voices resound throughout the ship, moments logged and preserved for eternity.
You're exhausting. It's a miracle Rachel humored you as long as she did.
Oh shit.
Disaster after disaster. At this rate, I'd be better off climbing into an escape pod and trying for Earth on my own.
Ooh.
If he was out of the picture, then it'd all go back to the way it was. I'd come running back and leap into your arms. That's what you thought, isn't it? That's why you tried to kill him, isn't it?
It was you. You killed them. You killed them all, you monster! How did it all go so wrong?
Poor Huey, yeah.
What happened to us? Or maybe this is who we always were.
But what's happening?
Welcome aboard the Cogito Ergo Sum. This automated message has been prepared to brief you on our ship's most distinguishing feature.
I don't think
That's
I did,
right.
no.
This transport freighter comes equipped with the latest iteration of our patented AI control system. The OD-10 is so advanced that it can operate the ship without any human input. Rest assured that in the unfortunate event of an emergency, you can count on the OD-10 for constant support. Of course, under normal circumstances, the OD-10 is so unobtrusive that you'll forget it's even there. Should you wish to learn more about the OD-10, please don't hesitate to speak with one of our representatives. Safe travels.
Wait, he's hurt.
I'm fine. wouldn't be much of a soldier if I couldn't live through this much.
Oh, wow.
Though I expect my days of off-world travel are coming to an end. Still don't trust me? Well, as you like. I wouldn't trust me either.
Huey would have been trying to apply to become a ship. Oh, wow. Ship's captain, yeah.
You probably don't know, but there was a great war some time ago, when I was young. Some time ago, I say, but I remember it like it was yesterday. The terror, the violence. They fought with clanks. Machines stronger and swifter than any man. Smarter, even. Driven by AI.
The war he speaks of reminded about, like, the Terminator, yeah.
Relentless beasts with hands of chrome that tore my friends apart. We made them, and they, in turn, unmade us. We created the instruments of our own destruction. It was suicide. This ship's AI was another attempt. Have we grown so tired of ourselves? You're lucky to have been born here, on this ship. Better here than one of our factories where we make weapons of war. Huey encouraged you to learn, didn't he? To expand your horizons. I think that's a fine idea. Learn, grow, and understand. Be better than your brothers and your makers.
Oh my god.
Giving advice to a clank. You're getting old. Losing your wits. I see it now. What Kato sees in you. What gives him unwavering faith in your potential. Your humanity. Before we arrive, I've a favor to ask. Would you be so kind as to make me a coffee?
Alright. The logs would have revealed he would have failed, but was welcome to reapply in 6 months. However, the captain's logs would have revealed that Huey was due to be fired upon arrival to Earth and the completion of the mission. Why? No reason given, aside from the fact that Huey is just the biggest butt monkey of this game, aside from the Watanabe and his dad. Let's give him coffee. Present.
Yes. Strong and bitter. Too much, perhaps, but right now, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, wow. That's the distant future, yes. This is super emotional, super deep, especially in comparison to some of the other stories I've done. Damn. Absolutely the deepest story out of all of them so far. I think that, I still think that the best one is the near future. Well, that behemoth's seen better days. So far, if I have to rank them, it's going to be near future, then distant future, then Wild West, and then the prehistory. That's basically my ranking so far. But we'll see what I feel about the next chapter I'm going to do, which is going to be the present day. Honestly, like, just the characters, like how honest, I just feel like out of all the stories, this just felt the most emotional. And the fact that it had practically no combat until the very end with the one boss that you have to fight against in the arcade machine. It was pretty interesting. Like, that was probably the easiest boss fight out of all the bosses, but then again, I feel like maybe this would have been better suited doing this last. I feel like this is probably like a victory lap after doing the other ones. If you think that, you'll be really invested in another particular one. I'm not saying which one though. We'll see. But I know for present day, it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to play out. After action review, mission redacted, vessel Cogito Ergo Sum. Contact lost during transit to Earth. Distress call received at redacted. Vessel was found drifting redacted from Earth and successfully recovered. Xenobiological specimen confirmed loss. Critical failure of AI control unit key factor. It's also investigation pending. 4 crewmates confirmed loss. Cora Bishop, Kirk Wells, Huey Trumbull, Rachel Klein. Remains recovered and secured. Kaido, engineer currently undergoing treatment for injuries sustained during redacted Darth Corporal, TDF Special Operations, received honorable discharge and request following incident, currently employed by Medical Robotics. Addendum. Autonomous support robot prototype taken into custody during sweep of vessel. Crewmate profile data found in system. Destination, Cube. And now we just have regular credits with the in space, and that's the theme from when the behemoth is lurking. It's Earth. Finn. Completed chapter data has been created. Save. So that's four chapters down. We got 3 more to go. The distant future. That's a pretty interesting storyline. The most deepest one out of all of them so far. And it's not my favorite chapter, but it's a pretty good one. So, we just finished the distant future. Now, we are going to do the present day. This is going to be the next chapter that I'm going to be doing. Belcom Whack. So we're going to do this. Let's see how this plays out. More likely, depending on time, since you did say that this would take at least like an hour, more likely this will probably be like the last thing I'll do with this game. So let's do it. To be the world's strongest fighter, the best of the best, a dream shared by many, but one young warrior believes he truly has what it takes to claim the title. By making the skills of other masters his own, he intends to prove himself. Muay Thai, professional wrestling, lucha libre, Kopo, Sambo, and Sumo. The most powerful techniques of these storied traditions he will learn. All he needs to do is to bait his opponents into revealing their secrets. So, this sounds like a coming-of-age story where someone is trying to prove himself and to a lot of other people that out of every single fighter in the world, that he is the best. So that's pretty much what it boils down to. Being the best in the world at everything that he can do. Let's see how the story goes. Let's go. We're going to play this chapter right now.
Yeah!
This is the chapter in which, depending on how you play it, you can completely miss like the Watanabe reference.
No matter who they are, every fighter's got the same dream. To be the best of the best.
Oh yeah. I feel like they probably might have been inspired by.
That's why I've decided to go on this journey.
I think they're inspired by a bunch of movies from the 80s and 90s, like coming of age action movies.
To put my skills to the test. To challenge the world's masters and make their techniques my own.
The Karate Kid meets Rocky.
But they're warriors too, walking the same path, striving for the same goal.
Imagine if Daniel LaRusso from Karate Kid took on Rocky in a one-on-one MMA style match, like karate versus boxing.
Got plenty of pride.
That's a match right there.
They'll not give up their secrets without a fight. So I'll give them one. Push them to the limit and force them to use their techniques.
Push them to the limit? Indeed.
And when they do, I'll be ready. I'll see everything. I'll roll with the punches until they throw the ones that count.
Alright. The name of this character is Masaru Takahata, a martial artist who wants to be the best in the world. Be the best of the best. Masaru Takahata.
I'll fight my way to the top, and the world will know my name.
Masaharu Tanaka.
Or maybe I'll fall short in the end. But hey, only one way to find out.
Here we go.
Yeah!
Present day. The strongest. This is where it begins. This is who we got so far. We got Namkiat, the Great Aja, Tula Han, Seishi Moribe, Max Morgan, and Jackie Ayukea, all with different styles. This is the Hulk Hogan knockoff. Alright, we're going to be starting off. Let's see, so we're going to be starting off with the professional wrestler, Max Morgan. Testing? Yeah, I could see it. This is a chapter in which, depending on how you play, you can complete. Oh yeah, I already read that one. But yeah, testing indeed. I see it. Alright, so we're going to go fight against a professional wrestler.
Max Morgan.
Oh, what were you trying to say, Ben? Max Morgan. USA, Special Techniques, Max Bomber, and German Suplex. The unquestioned king of American professional wrestling has since leveraged his fame to become a Hollywood star. However, he has resumed his training with a renewed passion after learning of Masaharu Takahara's ambition to become the world's top fighter. Nothing a refresh couldn't fix, though. Yep. You were doing some silly stuff? Alright. Well, let's go.
Okay.
Okay, brother. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Max Morgan's gonna take you for a ride on the pain train, first class.
Let's go.
The battle for survival begins.
In the present-day chapter, Masaru Takahara can learn abilities during battle. When struck by certain enemy attacks, you will immediately acquire and be able to use them. Bait your opponents into using their most powerful techniques, and turn their power against them to become the world's best. Snap into a Slim Jim!
Engage.
Let's start with a rolling wheel kick.
This one's for the people. Ever see a Max Bomber up close?
Max Bomber learn. No, but I think I could do it better than you. Max Bomber. Alright. Focus. Yep, that is Randy Savage. We got this. Just gotta be careful.
Let's give the crowd something to remember.
A German suplex.
You're not getting away from me.
Ow. A German suplex is learned. Well, we gotta focus. Well, you know what? You use the German suplex on me, I'm gonna use your German suplex against you. Let's do it. Damn! That's the most effective one of the two moves that I've learned from him.
Okay, you ready to do this for real?
And when he does that, I will move out of the way to focus so I can heal. And we're gonna go and do it again. once I can find a better spot. Yeah, because I need to heal a little more before we continue the fight. He's doing a low kick. Max Bomber. To push him away. German suplex. Will this be the one? Will this be the finishing blow? Not quite. But he's paralyzed, so let's finish him off.
K.O.
Got him.
You win.
Let's go. Let's get this guy. All right, we gotta win, so.
You win. Gotta hand it to you, kid. That was a Max Morgan level performance. Maybe even better.
Well, that's the first one. Alright, so now we're gonna fight against the next person. We're gonna face off against Jackie Ayukea. Let's go.
Jackie Iokea.
Iokea, alright. That's Street Fighter ref, yep. Which, ironically enough, the composer, Yoko Shimomura, she did Street Fighter 2. She did the soundtrack. It's funny that she actually got to do that while now doing this too. Or she did this back in '94. Anyway, so Jackie Iokea, United States. Special techniques, Aloha Slap, and Mano Toss. In sumo, where the most mighty and physically dominant athletes vie for supremacy. This Hawaiian wrestler was hailed as a once-in-a-generation talent after failing to achieve his lifelong dream of becoming a Yokozuna. However, he renounced the sport and resolved instead to conquer the mixed martial arts world. We are going to go ahead and take this guy down.
Okay.
And prove that I am the best.
Oh, looking for a fight? Ha! Bring it on! I've never lost to a man of Japan. And if you think a sumo's all brawn and no finesse, you're in for a wake-up call.
Here we go.
Get ready to kick butt. Engage.
Let's start with a German suplex.
Okay, let's have some fun.
Damn it.
There we go.
So, we're doing this for real? Fine by me.
Easy.
I like your style.
Oh God, no.
Damn it! What a great match! I know I enjoyed it.
You lose.
You lose. Thanks for the match. Don't beat yourself up too much. You never had a chance against a real Yokozuna.
Try it again. Save here. Yeah, this is a different chapter, so let's go.
Okay.
Fighting him again.
Oh, looking for a fight. Ha! And if
He's knocking off Luffy's hat and look.
Ready to keep butt.
Eiichiro should sue for copyright infringement. Well, I'm gonna kick his ass right now, Enigma. Let's learn some moves that he has.
okay, okay, let's have some fun. So, you're doing this for real? Fine by me. I like your style.
I want to learn. I want to learn one of his moves.
Damn it.
There we go.
I'm stronger than an ogre.
Monotoss learned. All right, let's use focus to heal for a bit. He's got to have another move I can learn. Let's use Monotoss. Ow. Alright, that isn't a learnable one. Oh, never mind, that is. Let's learn it. Let's use it. He is pissed. Finishing blow? Yep.
K.O. You win.
There we go.
You win.
Oh boy, that stings. But you got me. Put on a little weight, and you might have a shot at making Yokozuna.
Yeah, but I'm not going for sumo. I'm going for being the ultimate fighter. Let's save here. No One Piece for him, but he's been smashed to pieces, indeed. Alright. So, who's next? We have multiple options. We have these four right here. I think we're gonna go with this one. Seishi Moribe.
Seishi Moribe.
So, he's from Japan, special techniques, fleet foot, and celestial palm. Do not underestimate this practitioner of the ancient Japanese martial art of Koppo. He has rediscovered and perfected much that was forgotten, such as the celestial palm, a deadly strike which can kill a fully armored man outright. Well, if he can kill people, maybe if I can learn that technique, that will help me. So let's do it.
Okay.
You seek to become the strongest, and so the path you walk has led you to me. There are many arts, but there is only one Koppo. Defeat me, and we will speak of its secrets.
Here we go.
Who will survive? Engage.
Alright. let's begin. Let's start with the German suplex. I kind of wish they would have had different battle themes for this particular section. Wait, that's it? But I wanted to learn moves. Nah, we're doing this again. Nah. We're going back because I actually want to learn his moves. I wrecked him in one blow. I don't want to win like that. That's not what I'm going for in these fights. I want to learn moves. I want to learn techs. How can I be the best in the world if I don't learn every single technique that I could possibly learn? So we're just going to load for the save file. You don't want to be Saitama and one-hit KO those suckers. As tempting as that would be, this isn't the time or the place to be the one punch man, or in this case, the one move man. So we're going to do this again.
Okay.
We're going to learn some different techniques.
You seek.
Okay, we're going to use different techniques because clearly, okay, after I learn some moves, then I'm going to use the suplex.
Who will survive? Engage.
Alright, let's try the rolling wheel kick.
Easy. Let us hold nothing back.
Come on, attack me.
There's more to you than passion and ambition.
There we go. That's more like it. Alright. Let's focus. So I learned one of his techniques. He has another one. Or he probably might, or that might just be the one. Let's try it. If he doesn't have any other moves I can learn, then I'll just defeat him. I gotta find a way to make him use that move. Let's try the mono toss. Yeah, the fleet move might be a move I might not be able to learn. I think he's doing it and it hasn't really popped up. Let's try Max Bomber. But I learned the move that matters though. Okay, fuck. I should have hit. Stand directly below him? Okay. Okay. I got one on him, he got one on me. So
you lose. In Koppo's long storied history, a Grand Master has never been defeated. Such is the power of Japan's greatest martial art.
This guy is absolutely like difficult. Alright. I need him to learn. I need him to use Celestial Palm, and then the fleet move. We have to beat this guy and learn his moves.
Seishi Moribe. Okay.
We're gonna try again.
Who will survive? Engage.
Learn the moves, then beat him. Start with the rolling wheel kick.
Let us hold nothing back.
Come on, make your move.
There's more to you than passion.
There we go. The Celestial Palm. I learned the move. Focus. I learned the fleet foot. Good. Well, that means that there's only one way to finish him off. So I learned both moves. We got the fleet foot and we got the Celestial Palm. So now he's gonna get the German suplex. Time to finish him off. Boom.
A complete and total loss.
K.O.
There we go.
You win.
And now the victory is earned. We can now move on to the next fight.
You win.
Perhaps the time has come for bold young fighters to lead martial arts into a new era.
Alright, who's next? Let's see. Let's go with Tula Han. From Russia. Special techniques, arm lock, and the cross heel hold. A Torvash of great superpower, the special forces operator trained relentlessly in the art of assassination and hand-to-hand combat. He can render even the most powerful opponents helpless by striking at their joints and other weak points with deadly precision.
Okay.
Fools and children fight with their fists. Come, I'll show you how civilized warriors make their opponents submit.
Here we go.
Get ready to kick butt. Engage.
Alright. Let's learn their moves. And then we'll beat them. Alright. Start with the rolling wheel kick. That's one of his moves. I got the cross heel hold, so we're going to use it against him.
Now. We've only just begun.
Counter with the Motto toss is a counter, but he's resistant to it. Alright, we're going to use a cross heel hold.
If you intend to carry on like that, you'll have to adapt.
Alright, let me move back a bit so I can use focus. Alright, let's use rolling wheel kick. I need him to use his other move. Okay, there it is. There's the unlock. Alright. Let me go and heal, and then we're going to wreck this motherfucker like he's never been wrecked before. Oh, he wants to use gut punch on me? We'll counter with the arm lock. Okay, so arm lock is a counter move. May have to use another focus just to be sure. We'll use the second one just to make sure to have everything. Alright. What about the German suplex? Oh, he's resistant to it? Okay. So, what would he be weak to? Let's try Celestial Palm. Seems to be neutral damage, but he's using arm lock to counter. Miss. And now he's using gut punch. That does some damage. And I'll counter with my own arm lock. But the problem is he's resistant to it. Alright. What about Fleetfoot? Alright, not bad. He's using the cross heel hold. Because that's his counter move. And now he's using arm lock.
Your defense is full.
Alright, I can't move. So I have to use focus. That's all I can do right now. I have to focus. Uh-oh, arm lock again. Come on, miss.
Damn it.
Alright. Gonna have to use a cross heel hold. No. We'll use a rolling wheel kick.
Easy.
That turns him around. And we'll give him another one.
Open. That it?
Gale Strike. That might be the finishing blow. Yep. That does it.
You outwitted me. K.O. You win.
You win.
Even with my superior grappling technique, you outwitted me. Well done.
Alright, let's go. Alright. That's 4 down. We got 2 more to go. We're gonna go and face off against Namkiat. Thailand. Special techniques. Look Panjama kick and spiral knee. Blessed with surpassing agility and flexibility, this young man trained day and night that he might transform his body into the perfect weapon and become a Muay Thai champion. Those who have faced him in the ring often speak of his divine right foot, with which he can deliver a blindingly fast knockout blow. Okay, cool.
You must be tired, having come all the way from Japan. Don't worry, I'll end it quick. You won't even have a chance to lay a finger on me.
ready to keep butt. Engage.
Alright, let's go. Let's start with the rolling wheel kick. Resistant. Alright. Alright. That's one of the moves.
Only a select few get to lose to me.
I'll use my own counter, the mono toss.
What?
To push you away from me.
So you're not all talk.
Let's focus. Alright. Let's use the look pajama kick. Spiral knee. That's the other move. And it's learned. Now let's move out of the way so we can use focus. Alright, now we'll use spiral knee. Actually, no we won't. We'll use German suplex. We'll use the one that's vulnerable. So I've learned both moves. There we go.
A god made flesh.
K.O.
Lose.
You win.
Alright. We got another win.
You win. My face. My beautiful face. Very well. You've won this one.
Well, all that's left is the Great Aja. Or is it Aha?
Great Aja.
Aja, okay. The Great Aja. From Mexico. Special techniques, Frankensteiner and Tornado Press. Another wrestler, but in the Lucha Libre style this time around. This famed Japanese wrestler mastered the moves of the legendary luchador heel, El Rudo. While his skills are impressive, his willingness to bend the rules and maim his opponents has led to some call him the Angel of Death. Let's learn some moves.
Okay. Well, if it isn't the mother himself.
Masaru Takada.
Want to learn a trick or two? Alright? I'll teach you how it feels to get your ass beat by the best!
Let's go.
Get ready to keep butt. Engage.
Let's go. Alright, so let's start with the rolling wheel kick. El Angel de la Muerte. Yep. Let's use the arm lock. We need to get him to use his move. Oh, he's gonna bite? Not what I want you to do. Oh, Frankensteiner, yes, I need that move. And it's learned. There we go.
Shit!
But I gotta get out of there.
Playing games with you.
This messes up my controls. I gotta move out of there. So I can... The poison damage is messing me up. I wanted to focus, but I want to move away from him. But that messes with my controls, though. Here's something fun. Try banging him to the lower right corner, stand up to his upper left, and have him bite you. I'll try that, but first let's focus. My health is low. The controls went back to normal, so now I can easily use focus to heal. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, the Frankensteiner again. The problem is the Frankensteiner does a lot of damage. I need him to do his other move. Why do you want to bite for? This one's a pain in the ass because I'm trying to get his other move. I learned the Frankensteiner, but I need to learn his other move, which is the tornado press. Yes, there it is.
Let's do this.
All right, cool. But he's resistant to it, so let's move down a bit and use focus.
Damn it.
Hurry up. Focus. Oh, he's weak to... Oh, he's vulnerable to that? Okay, good. That will do it.
K.O. You win.
There we go.
You win.
Well, shit. The punk actually took me down.
Let's save. And we miss Watanabe. Ah, well, damn it. Alright, so I've beaten all 6 of them. Now we move on to the next thing. Uh-oh. This guy.
The so-called masters you defeated, whose techniques you made your own in your quest to become the very best. You left them alive, and so others were free to follow in your wake. I, on the other hand, ensured my victories were complete.
Let's beat this guy up.
Without exception. Namkiat, the naive brat.
Yeah, so what would happen if you have been able to have him use bite while against the rope on the bottom of the right? Watanabe would have thrown the soda can at Aja, hitting him in the head. Aja, in response, would have jumped out of the ring and to wreck him, causing Watanabe Jr. to cry out, "Leave my dad alone!" Yep. Well,
the gaudy luchador, the great Aja. Simple-minded Han. Jackie, still dreaming of a squandered youth. Max, who was never more than a mere showman. And of course, that doddering fraud Moribe. Each lay dead at my feet when I was finished. For true triumph is found only in death. In the extinguishing of a life and its legacy. You glory in nothing. And who am I, you ask? I am that which you yearn to become, the greatest warrior. Odie O'Bright!
You son of a bitch. A warrior, like hell you are. You're nothing but a cold-blooded murderer! With Namkiat's speed, the great Aja's acrobatics, Han's guile, Jackie's strength, Max's determination, Moribe's wisdom, and with my own righteous fury,
here we go.
End you.
Let's go.
The battle for survival begins. Engage.
I am Odie O'Bright. I have defeated all who have come before me. Nakima, Aja, Jackie, Max, Moribe, Garfield. Let's go. We got this fight right now. We got to do this. Let's try the spiral nade.
Only in death's dance can we ever truly enjoy life.
Frankensteiner.
Still with me? Excellent!
Uh-oh.
Pay attention now!
Let's use this one. We're gonna defeat this guy. Focus. Oh, wow.
Try not to die. That won't save you. We've taken each other's measure. Now the real fight begins. There.
Alright, let's figure this out. Tornado press.
Now this is a fight!
Malevolent shout. Oh, he heals himself from that. See, I could go heal myself too. I'm gonna use focus. Yep, that's what I'm doing. That might be it. There we go.
K.O.
Is this
He's gone.
my blood?
And he's dead. Or at least knocked out.
It's only just begun, boy. This ambition of yours. One
Oh boy.
One after another, without end. Others will come to take your head and your crown. You stand in judgment with bloodied hands and will again. As well you should. It is your nature. How long until the next? I wonder.
Wait, Masahiro Takahata.
It's you, isn't it? The greatest warrior. Which means that when I've beaten you, I'll be the best of the best.
Oh boy. So he wants to be the one to beat me? Well, that's it. So that's the story right there. That's the story for present day. To be quite honest, it's actually pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I'd still say my favorite one is the near future, but this one's a pretty good one. I'll put it in the middle after so near future, this I'm gonna rank it. So near future, distant future, then I'll do this, then the Wild West, and then I will do prehistory. That's pretty much how I rank them so far. Still have a few more stories to go. But this is actually probably, it's not my favorite story, but I do like this one in terms of what they were going for. This may be the shortest, but it's definitely a fun chapter. I personally enjoyed it. Alright.
Yeah!
Winner! Completed chapter data has been created. So that's 5 of them. We have 2 more to go. And we will take care of them next week. Though, I have a question. Which one is longer? The Twilight of Edo, Japan, or the Imperial China? Which one is longer? Because whichever is the longer one, that's what I'm going to do on Monday. Because I'm going to do one of those. Otherwise, that's going to do it for the stream. It depends. Alright. Alright. But otherwise, yeah, that's going to do it for the stream. So, we got through 2 more chapters. Both of which aren't, like, one was really short. The other one was kind of like, not super short, but it was pretty sizable for what it was, but with no combat other than the final boss, but still, I had fun with this game so far. This game is fantastic still. And next week we will finish up. We have no stream this weekend because I'm going to be going to Long Island Retro, and I appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Again, another great stream. Looking forward to going to Long Island Retro this weekend with the guys. It starts tomorrow. It's going to be great. We will come back to Live Alive on Monday. So let's find somebody to raid right now. Let me see. and I do have a raid target. We're gonna go and raid Super Ninbao. He's about to play 30XX, so we're gonna go send the raid over to Super Ninbao. Let me go ahead and do that. All right. How would you do a playthrough regarding combat? That depends, really. I'll probably just see how far I can go with it. But yeah, we're gonna get the raid call going. So there's a raid call, and we are going to send the raid over to Super Ninbao. So thanks to everybody tuning in. Would you prefer a pacifist playthrough, kill everybody playthrough, or kill some but not everybody? Are you talking about Undertale? Because that depends. It really depends. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. So thanks to everybody that tuned in. We'll continue with Live Alive on Monday. No streams this weekend. But y'all take care of yourselves. Be awesome. Stay awesome. Tell your loved ones you love them. Check up on them as always. By everlasting peace. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Just in general, but it also refers to one of the chapters in Live Alive. All right. I'll probably like kill some, but not everybody. But yeah, all right. Take care, everybody.